Indian shop assistants finally win the right to sit down, after years of standing up.
Here's a summary of the article.
On her feet at work for 10 hours each day, Indian shop assistant S. Lakshmi lumbers home at the end of her shift to nurse her aching legs and swollen ankles. The new legal amendment to protect workers' health is welcome but overdue, according to M. Dhanalakshmi, Tamil Nadu state convener of the Working Women's Coordination Committee, a wing of the Centre of Indian Trade Unions. From the time they board the bus to get to work until they return home after a 12 or 14-hour shift, they barely sit. There are health issues like varicose veins that they grapple with and, they work under constant stress. The law requires store owners to let employees sit whenever possible during the working day. The managers are very, very strict. They make sure we're on our toes, so even if the chairs do arrive, I don't know if I'll actually be able to sit during work hours. Fight for better working conditions continues. Not being able to sit down is just one of the daily hardships faced by Indian shop workers, union leaders and women's rights campaigners said. Unions in Kerala are demanding curbs on CCTV monitoring of workers, which Ms. Vijay says is used to punish workers for talking to colleagues or briefly leaving their posts.
This post received a score of 9,300, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It's a state law, not a federal law.
In one state, not all Indian workers have this right.
Actually 2 states per the article, Tamil Nadu and Kerala.
I think Kerala passed that law way before TN.
I laughed at the title blatantly because this shouldn't be something a human has to even fight for. But here we are.
I can't wait till the crusty boomers that get a power trip of being attentively served die off and retail workers get to sit on a bar stool until someone walks through the door or asks for help. I'm not offending by walking into a store and seeing the workers sitting down when I walk in.
One place I worked wouldn't even let us have water behind the counter. So glad I got out of retail hell, and I will always respect the hard work that retail and service employees do.
I have a loved one who works in food service and isn't permitted water behind the counter. Employees stash water bottles among the inventory. It's inhumane.
That's usually a health and safety requirement, not a workplace mandate. You don't want to have personal foods and drinks in a food preparation area for obvious reasons.
They stood up for themselves.
I'm taking this sitting down. Scientate la revolución.
Revolution 2 cheeks at a time.
Why is this even a thing? Does it affect performance and customer satisfaction, purchasing? You stand up when you need to. Even soldiers on guard duty have short shifts. They are not expected to stand for more than 2 hours. That's just stupid because it affects actual performance when required.
The CEOs and other executives just like to remind the employees that they are in control. Best Buy had the same policy when I worked there. Fuck the owner, I bet his lazy ass doesn't stand up all day.
George Costanza would be proud.
I would like to walk in here one day and find you sitting down. That would give me a lot of pleasure.
Meanwhile, in the Philippines, the Supreme Court in 2013 ruled that workers have no right to sit, actually justifying the management prerogative of Coca-Cola Bottlers Philippines, Inc., a domestic corporation engaged in the manufacture, sale and distribution of soft drink products, in removing the chairs of their workers. The Supreme Court rationalized that it was actually healthier for the workers to stand all day, and that it was also to prevent the workers from sleeping on the job. It was a very questionable and disappointing ruling. The full Supreme Court decision.
That is a fucking nauseating court ruling.
Meanwhile, in the USA.
Time to lean, time to clean.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.